Definitely one of the greatest producers to ever live. I'm gonna make a list, greatest producers of all time. Probably make it like top 44, and Pharrell is gonna be in the top 5. That like 100%, bro. Guy's a genius.
Yeah.
Something the NBA is bringing back are their smart jerseys. See, during the All-Star Tech Summit in 2019, Adam Silver wanted fans to imagine a world where you only had to buy one jersey for the rest of your life. So my boy unveiled some crazy alien technology, a smart jersey that can change names, numbers, and even teams. Yeah, he really turned a jersey into a damn transformer. But while the NBA says we won't see this at the market until 2038, eliminating the need to buy another jersey ever again is something I'm definitely waiting for. But look, we gotta talk about something that's already out. See, NBA players suffer all kinds of injuries on the court, but there's one that dominates the league. Ankle injuries. Yeah, as it turns out, ankle injuries account for 18% of all injuries in the league. And we're seeing stars like LaMelo Ball, Julius Randle, and Kyle Kuzma missing months because of them. The NBA needed to find a solution. So in 2023, they backed a company called Better Guards that introduced a revolutionary new product. The safety belt for your ankles. Yeah, this thing's a super lightweight ankle brace that keeps players' ankles secure by actually going under their foot, and it reduces the chance of injury without limiting their movement. But the craziest part is, the NBA is hoping to see players wearing them by next season. Now what if I told you that there's a basketball coming out that's completely silent? Yeah, this is Devin the Lab, a famous YouTuber who makes training videos. But in 2023, he wanted to create something that would change the game forever. So he thought back to his childhood, when he used to practice dribbling in his house.
This Burger King employee threw a drink at this customer.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that ankle brace idea. That's genius, bro. We need that.
The car was completely covered with not only their order of food, but other customers' items as well. He then showed the inside of the car, and you can see how messy it is. And the woman driving it is covered in liquid from the drinks they threw. It even got to the point another customer had to come up to the window just to grab the food he ordered, and the employee refused to hand it to him, so the guy had to pick it up himself. This McDonald's employee flicked this customer off simply because she was recording her, causing the fast food worker to start cussing the lady out, saying things such as,
"Record that!"
I am.
So the lady kept on recording, and it didn't end there because the woman came back to the window with her own phone and started recording the customer right back. Another employee had to step in just to make sure it didn't get any crazier than it already did. But subscribe if she should be fired.
Yeah, she definitely should be fired.
She just graduated today. I graduated
today. That's fire, bro.
What'd you get?
I got my bachelor's, and I'm 21.
You got your bachelor's at 21. That's very impressive. What'd you get your bachelor's in?
UTRGD? Oh, I mean, where?
No, what's your degree in?
My degree, I'm certified to teach.
Oh, dope. We need good teachers out there, guys.
I don't know, I might start an OnlyFans instead.
I am the one, no way you're trying to... You might start an OnlyFans instead?
I'll make more money as an OnlyFans.
That's when you know, when you're making more money doing OnlyFans than a teacher.
That's how it is right now. Yeah. Times are tough.
I think teachers need higher pay.
Yeah, they do, for sure. OnlyFans.
So that we can have more people teaching instead of doing OnlyFans.
No, OnlyFans. Hey!
Bruh, I was just gonna say, bro, like, what is happening with the world, bro? That's wild.
$50 million for their property by land developers and said no. That was actually the last offer they got. They've been getting offers for their land for decades and said no each time. This is what the area used to look like when the Zamet family bought that land over 20 years ago. All of their neighbors sold out one by one and got very wealthy doing it, but this family stayed defiant. This is all happening in Sydney, Australia, which is one of the most expensive real estate markets in the world. If they sold their land, developers could build around 60 different different properties on it, which would be worth a fortune. The Zamet family is insanely private. I couldn't even find a single photo of them anywhere. But I gotta say, kudos to them, because this is the equivalent of a giant middle finger.
This longhorn almost killed the buffalo because it grew into its head. Luckily, the owner found it in time. The owner saw that the buffalo was in pain, so he sawed it off. Otherwise, it wouldn't be long before the old cow that had been with him for so many years would leave him. It's not just a loss of years of love, it's a loss of wealth. Because the cow's horn here is a special place, it's very inconvenient to saw off the horns. The owner can only use a steel rope to saw it off. If you use an electric saw, you'll scare the cow. Even if you use a wire saw, you have to tie up the cow. Otherwise, it will also hurt the cow. Maybe the cow knew what the master wanted, so it didn't struggle too much. The owner was worried that the cow would be frightened. It would also hurt its head. The owner was very careful when cutting the horns. If the cow's head shifts, he stops immediately. At this point, the old ox also understood that his master was trying to save him, so it didn't make too much movement like before. But because the friction is too hot, thick smoke came out from the horns of the bull. Although the old ox knew he was in pain, but he knew he had to endure it. After all, he knew that if the horn continued to grow in, he would be in great danger. He would be killed by his own horns. Plus, the horns are growing very fast, and the owner didn't notice for only half a month. The horns had already penetrated into the flesh. That's why he tried to saw off the horns when he was about to cut it off. Perhaps it was because of the pain of the wound. The old cow couldn't help but move, but the master didn't stop when he saw that he was about to cut it off. As he continued to work, he finally cut off the horns. The cow was finally relieved of its pain. When the master took the horn out, there was a big hole in the flesh. It was even inflamed. Just by looking at it, you can tell that the cow was in great pain. If it had been a few days later, the cow might have died. As the saying goes, everything has a spirit. The ox blinks a few times to thank his master for his loyalty. Although he can't speak, it's clear that he's grateful.
That's a crazy thing to see, bro. Like, what? It's crazy how it could kill them too. That's crazy. I don't know how he got out of that car like that. Oh yeah. You gotta be super careful. At the same time, if she didn't time that properly, it could have scared the dog. The dog just jumps over, like, so that's impressive. Damn. Bro, what? You could probably knock someone down with that. I'm not gonna lie to you, I always wanted to try this, like, just to see if, like, how long I could stay in the water and, like, see how tough my mental is, because, like, this is the type of stuff that'll just mentally, like, strengthen you.
3, 2, 1. And get out!
Oh man. Oh man. This guy is cold. He did good though. He did good. I probably would last like 2 seconds. See, like, if I ever were to, like, house shop or whatever, like, there was a day where I was able to do that, I would honestly go for a house like that looked like this. It's just how different it looks. Like, I don't know, I like cool stuff like that. It's different, you know? It looks like this was used for, like, a studio with all the instruments and all of that. This building would be perfect for a studio. Like, honest to God, man. Like, the creativity of how it looks, you know, it's cool, bro. I wonder how they were able to build this type of house, though. Like, you gotta wonder.
I'm the one trying to make a way when we were struggling. I remember rain, sleet, and snow, I was hustling. No the feds watching middle fingers to the government. Glocking this Louis pouch, nigga, I ain't tussling. Catfish, he don't really know who he fucking with. I'm sending a message, grab Drake to rebuttaling. How to undertake at your tombstone shoveling. Hell yeah, I was bound to chew him like...
I've heard of this device. I think I might, like, buy one day.
This is a video that has gone viral in the past couple days in which a father or mother's boyfriend is threatening the son to shoot him, and he does. The video opens up with the father or boyfriend pointing the gun at the son. He can be heard saying, "I'm going to blow his effing brains out right now." The mother then comes over and pulls the father away, screaming, "No, no, stop." The father then walks away and the son then says, "Blow my brains out." The father then comes back into the room screaming, "You want me to?" while pointing the gun at him. The son flinches at this point and turns away and says, "Shoot me, I dare you. I guarantee you go to jail for life." The mother then shuts the door and you hear the father saying, "I'm getting ready to blow his brains out and yours. I'm sick of this," to the mother.
It's a horror
The son
story.
then gets up and opens the door. He then says, "You're going to blow my mom's brains out?" The father then points the gun back at the son and fires. Everything goes silent as you hear the mom gasp. The camera then faces the floor and you hear the mom repeating, "Did he hit you? Did he hit you?" And at this point you see blood droplets hitting the floor. Once this happened, the mom screams, "Oh my god, you're going to jail." The son then runs out of the house and shuts the door. The video then ends. Luckily, the bullet only grazed the son's ear and he survived, and the father or mother's boyfriend then went into the backyard and ended his own life.
Bro,
Probably because he thought he killed the son with that shot. I don't know what caused this whole situation, but it had to be brewing for some time for the man to snap like this. You can find the video on Twitter, and it has over 25 million...
It's like a movie scene, bro. That picture is absolutely crazy. Like, what?
Earlier this week, footage of what appears to be a 10-foot-tall alien roaming around a hillside in Brazil took over the internet. The video had everyone giving their 2 cents, from the government of Parana State claiming the strange beings came to enjoy the coastline, to footballer Peter Crouch joking that it was him and his family on holiday. But don't worry, we promised him privacy. It turns out, though, it could be something a little closer to home. Italian basketball star Felipe Motta says that he was the mysterious 10-foot-tall alien creature. He says he just went on a trail to enjoy nature and the view when people took a snap of him and sent it to a gossip page. At 6'5", he says his height is often teased, but this one might have just taken the biscuit. Do you think it was him, or could the real aliens still be out there?
These two...
that one's sketchy, but it's probably fake. Maybe.
What they have done will shock you. On August 2018 at Grand Rapids, Michigan, a 27-year-old father named Seth Welsh and his wife, Tatiana, woke up one morning to find that their 10-month-old daughter, Mary, has passed away in her crib, so Seth called the police. Both parents were arrested and charged with homicide felony murder, and it was later revealed by the doctor who performed the autopsy on Mary's body that the infant was suffering from chronic malnutrition and dehydration, which concluded that Mary actually hadn't been fed food and water for days. Seth told the news stations that he and his wife fed Mary well and did not know she was ill, but did not seek medical assistance because due to his religious beliefs, he has an extreme distrust of the medical system. Fast forward to 2021, Tatiana later testified that her husband was abusive and would essay and beat her. She even stated that she was not permitted to take her daughter to the doctor and blamed the abuse for not being able to provide care for Mary. However, her plea fell on deaf ears because they were both sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole on charges of murder and child abuse.
Sad, bro. So sad, man. Some people shouldn't have kids, bro. That's all I gotta say about that one.
Today I learned that there is a ship that allows you to explore the bottom of a river without ever even getting wet. It's called the Diving Bell Ship, and it works almost like an upside-down cup underwater, but with a few extra complexities. Oxygen is pumped into the capsule, and the overpressure forces out the remaining water, so all you're left with is a dry riverbed, which you can walk on without a diving suit. However, before you're allowed to go down into the belly, you'd have to go into this airlock chamber and get used to the pressure change. Once you're acclimated, you walk down the tunnel like staircases, and with every step you take, it gets louder and foggier, with the humidity at the bottom at nearly 100%. The ship is most commonly used for underground work and recovery of various artifacts, like this massive anchor. The question is, will you go in this thing or not?
It's a bad day.
That's pretty cool. I never heard of that, like, ship type of machine before. It's interesting.
Fuck. Whole stack of 50s.
Bro, that sucks. That, honestly, man, it looks like it's from another country. So, and because of the condition of the bills, I can't really tell, like, what country that is. Or how much each of those bills costs. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, based off of how angry that guy is, that guy sounds, it's probably, like, thousands of dollars. Brain teasers coming up February 14th. Right after that, I got a long string of music that I'm gonna be dropping. Get ready for brain teasers. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment. You know, it's going to help me a whole lot. I'm out. Peace.